Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's speed build is again inspired by another saint. This time this house is in honor of Saint Anthony. It is also, at least the outside again, is inspired by a design home app picture, which again you will see at the end of this video, as I do with all videos, or at least all the Sims 4 speed builds that I have that are based on the design home app pictures that I have screenshots of. So anyways, this house is inspired by Saint Anthony. He is the patron saint. He's most commonly asked to find things, and in finding anything, not just lost objects. He's been known to ask to find a husband or a spouse, and finding new jobs, just whatever you need finding. He's apparently the best to help with that. He also, his feast day is June 13th, and in several countries in Europe it is actually a pretty big feast day, almost on the level of Christmas. People bring their animals to church to get blessed on that day, and they have the festivities afterwards or whatever else that's going on that day. A pretty big holiday. Not quite the level of Christmas, but it's, it's still pretty big. And for an actual almost summer Christmas festivity, that's St. John the Baptist's birthday, which is June 24th, only a few days later. So St. Anthony's feast day is sort of like, a prelude, I guess is the correct word. It's not quite prequel, but a prelude to the festivities that'll occur on the feast of St. John the Baptist. At least the birthday of St. John the Baptist. Because he also has a second feast day, and that of his beheading, which I want to say is at the end of August. Sometime in August. Or is it July? I apologize, I forget. It's not as well known as his birthday. So, yeah. And that's, just a little something there. So, yeah, that's St. Anthony's, a pretty interesting saint. He joined the Franciscan friars, and he went on, to do a great many, wonderful things for the people around him, become revered as a saint pretty early on. And, had several apparitions. Of course, the most famous statue, or at least the, most famous image of him, is him holding the Christ child, either with a lily and a book, or just a lily, or or something like that. The lily represents his purity, the book represents, his love of education, or well, I wouldn't say love, his appreciation for education and his interest in it. He's a very smart man. He is a doctor of the church, so, he put it to good use. Trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, I mean, that's mostly it. But yeah, the outside of this build, it's pretty simple house. And you're gonna see me, I changed my mind so many times with this house. I could not figure out the layout quite that well. I mean, there's obviously a few things that were going to stay the same, like where the garage is. It's like, yeah, that's where the garage is going to be. And I figured, like that back corner next to the garage is the bathroom and the laundry room, or, the main bathroom and the laundry room. And then, like, next to it, is the hall. It enters into the garage and those two rooms, which enters into the dining room and then the kitchen. And then, of course, on the other side, with the big window facing the front, is the master bath and the master bedroom. Of course, the living room. But the figuring out the layout, this was an interesting one. But I eventually, as you will see here, decided on doing a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. So you can have a regular family living here. I did not have a particular family in mind that I wanted to create for this house. But I did think that whatever family is living here would have a cat. It just seems sort of like a cat house to me. So you're gonna see, I didn't actually show the video of it, and I almost forgot to do it, but it is uploaded onto the gallery. It's with all the cat supplies. I did, if you noticed, I put the food ball down. I almost forgot to put a bed and the toys down, but that I did include later on. It was not recorded. As soon as it was like the last minute thing, that I realized, cats gotta have somewhere to sleep. So I just quickly threw down a bed in the master suite, in the master bedroom, and put some toys next to the garage door. So there's a little something for the kitty. I did not include a cat tree. I probably could have, probably should have, but it's kind of a little tight in there as it is. It's kind of like a small house. It feels like a small house. Price most certainly is not. Well, kind of. But anyways, it kind of feels somewhat small in comparison to some of the other places. And, I resized the dining room a couple of times. So I was trying to give it more room so that way I can get a bigger dining room in there. In the second bedroom, I do have it set up for like 2 kids to be there. But if you wanted to do, like, say, another kid, then you can add that one, or if it's like a toddler and a baby, you can add that in. It's up to you. I just figured, 2 kids. I didn't exactly, like I said, I don't exactly have a family that I had in mind for this. But the overall general feel of the house felt like, it'd have a small family, couple of kids, a cat, and so that's what I incorporated into it. A little bit of nifty knitting in there. I was trying to aim for fewer packs in this build. I did place it on the one oh gosh, I keep wanting to say retail, but that's not the word that they use for a lot that you can live on. Oh gosh, why can I not think of those words? But the living. Those of you who play The Sims, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Residential, there it is, residential. Finally, it came to me. I want to say rental or retail. I was like, no, that's not it. But a residential lot. Speaking of rental, can we have rentals in The Sims 4? I got a large wish list for The Sims 4. I don't know if we're gonna be getting it. Anyways, I need to make this quick. We're getting closer to the screenshots. So I placed this on the only residential lot in Magnolia Promenade. So I was trying to aim for as few packs as possible, but I kept finding more things to use from different packs, so it did not work out the way I wanted to. Anyways, we are coming into the end here. So, yes. That's a little bit there. Thanks for coming by. Hope you have a wonderful day. St. Anthony, pray for us.